from Honorable Mohammed, which is a statement on the celebration of Damba Festival, which is also time-bound.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to make a statement on the successful celebration of the 2021 Damba Festival by various ethnic groups in the 5 northern regions of Ghana, and Dambang in particular. Mr. Speaker, festivals are an expressive way to celebrate glorious heritage, culture, and traditions. They are meant to commemorate special moments and accomplishments in our lives as a people. Festivals undoubtedly play a critical role in adding structure to our social lives and as well connect us to our families and backgrounds. Mr. Speaker, the Damba Festival is a traditional religious festival celebrated under the lunar calendar by the people of Dambang, Mampurgu, Gonja, Nanung, and Wala of the northern, northeast, Savannah, and upper west regions. Mr. Speaker, I must add that there are some ethnic groups in the upper east region who also observed this annual celebration. While the significance of festival is to commemorate the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which means peace and blessings of Allah be upon his slave and his messenger, and supplicate to the Almighty Allah. The actual content and event that characterize the celebration of the festival is the glorification of chieftaincy and the display of beautiful northern and Dambang culture in particular. Damba Festival is in effect a thanksgiving festival and a time for families to meet, socialize, and reflect on ways to reinforce community social relationship and cultural values. It is also a moment for auditing and evaluating the past and planning a future so desired by the people of Dambang, Mampurgu, Gonja, and Nanung. The Damba Festival presents an opportunity for the Gombes, Mampurusis, Gonjas, and Nanumbes who reside outside these traditional areas to travel home to reunite with their families and friends and to engage in the festivities. Mr. Speaker, the Damba Festival in Dambang is specifically categorized in 3 different forms, known as the Somo Damba, the Nadamba, and the Bialakulusi. The first 10 nights after the appearance of the new crescent moon of Damba month on the Dambang calendar is marked by initial activities that grace the celebration of the Somo Damba, and during this period, young people gather at the chief's palace amid beating of drums and dance rehearsals. During this time, women may also gather to sing praises to the chiefs for their exploits, enticement, and bravery at the palace of the chief. Mr. Speaker, on the 11th day, the second and most important aspect of the Somo Damba takes place. This year's Somo Damba took place on the 18th of October. In the morning, the Muslim clerics and their devotees come to the palace where a bull is slaughtered according to Islamic rituals amidst recitation of the Holy Quran. Those present form a circle around the bull, and the king is made to walk or jump over the bull 3 times. The bull is slaughtered, and the meat is distributed for feasting. Mr. Speaker, the king does not publicly appear in this morning. However, the ceremonies are directed by state elders in charge of the festival for this day. Late in the afternoon, the chief or the king, depending on where it is celebrated, is led out by his elders. After an appreciable crowd has gathered, he walks majestically. as the musketeers fire their weapons while praise singing sings appellations. The king sits on a pile of animal skins covered with beautiful oriented rugs, also known as skins in Dagon. Everyone must approach the chief or the king for permission to dance, while the chief provides money for the drummers and the gonjes. And the gonjes are the string musical instrument players. The king is the last to dance and then exits in the same manner he entered, thus bringing to an end the activities of the evening. Mr. Speaker, on the 17th day, the Damba or Chief Damba is celebrated. It is the most important of the festival days, characterized by dancing and chiefly processions. Everyone tries to make it grand in the Nadamba, which includes feasting, acts of homage, and excitement. The 18th day is the farewell Damba, which is known as the Belkusi. The highest-ranking sub-chief will lead other low section chiefs and elders to thank the sectional chief, leading to the climax where the people, chiefs, and other assembly at the palace of the chief or the Yanna of the town. They will move from house to house to greet the sectional chiefs and mobilize the people to deliberate on issues such as peace, development, fundraising, resource mobilization, among others. Politicians, NGOs, companies, and wealthy individuals are often approached for their support. Mr. Speaker, the traditional institution in Ghana has always played a pivotal role in the mobilization of indigenous community resources for development. In the absence of an established traditional leadership or leadership system, local government administration becomes a hurdle. Hence, the need for governments to recognize the legitimacy of local traditions and make arrangements to participate in festivals for the promotion of indigenous values and sustainable development. Right Honorable Speaker, this year's Damba Festival witnessed a phenomenal step towards the achievement of concerted development plan to facilitate the growth and development of the Dagbang Kingdom and its people. The occasion marked the launch of the Dagbang Development Fund, which fund envisioned a peaceful and prosperous Dagbang Kingdom, with all its citizens having equal opportunities and access to resources for the sustenance of their livelihood, and as well contribute towards the overall achievement of optimum of our beloved country. Right Honorable Speaker, the Dagbang Development Fund comes at a time when the almost 8th century-long kingdom has arisen from years of conflicts and disunity, which has retarded development through loss of valuable lives, destruction of properties, and the disruption of economic activities. The fund therefore adopts a critical objective to complement the effort towards the achievement of the collective development of Dagbang and the nation at large, some of which include, Right Honorable Speaker, rebrand and repackage the Dagbang Chieftaincy Institution to become a major vehicle for development, mobilize and prudently manage funds for the equitable development of the Dagbang traditional area, make Dagbang a competitive economic area, and increase access to quality education at all levels. Right Honorable Speaker, these are but few of the objectives of the Dagbang Development Fund. I therefore call on all sons and daughters, far and near, of Dagbang, sympathizers and well-wishers of the Dagbang Kingdom, corporate Ghana, and ultimately the government to join hands in pursuing this sanctified effort towards achieving an everlasting progress of the Dagbang Kingdom. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, gaining an understanding of the daily workings of local economies and how certain disadvantages heightened their economic marginalizations are significant in any government development agenda and planning strategies. The Damba Festival creates a non-partisan avenue for policymakers, government officials, civil society organizations, politicians, and other agencies to interact with the chiefs and people and explain to them the policies, programs, and plans on critical social issues such as health, environment, education, and security. However, efforts to use traditional festivals as platforms for the promotion of development still leaves much to be desired. Festivals, unfortunately, are still breeding grounds for partisan political agenda and, in some cases, unwanted and needless conflicts. We therefore need to consider seriously using traditional festivals as the most participatory form of engaging with duty bearers, devoid of political influences, for the growth of our societies and the nation as a whole. Mr. Speaker, once again, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to make a statement on the successful Damba celebration witnessed by many ethnic groups across the 5 regions of Ghana. I thank you.